Welcome to another edition of the Car Chronicles, live from Terranera, trying to get back down to Los Angeles. This one means a lot to me, talking about my little brother, Pooh. He been gone for 25 years right now. Let's ride and talk. 25 years went quick too, man. You know, it's like when you in the mix and stuff, it don't look, then you look up, you be like, it's almost like with Lay. You know, Evie looked like she was just born. Now you look, damn, she 3 years old already, and see the stuff that she doing, you know, and how fast time go. And honestly, for me personally, you know, like even dealing with the death of my brother, like, you know, I ain't really never talk about it with nobody or never really deal with it, you know what I'm saying? And in the house, you know, my mom, my sister, brother, we all, you know, dealt with it in our own way, but it was one thing that, you know, we never really discussed or whatever. So like when I look back on it now, and even when I think about, you know, the symbolic, how this year is symbolic in terms of like, you know, me telling my story to the world and, you know, doing the show and like giving them me or whatever. And it's almost like it's 25 years to the date that, you know, since he had passed or whatever. So it's almost like, you know, this has been my life mission the whole time in these last 25 years. You know, I've been running and moving so fast. Sometimes I was thinking like, what am I running from? You know, I never really wanted to deal with it or whatever. You know, this is my little brother and all of that. And it was, you know, we were so close. We was only, actually we less than 13 months apart. I'm March 24th, 1980, and he is today, April 19th, you know, 1981 or whatever. So it's a little less than 13 months apart. And even on the day that he passed, you know, I seen him, you know, just an hour or so before he had, you know, before he passed. As a matter of fact, the guy who killed him, you know, I saw they was together, you know, right before he killed him. But, and sometimes I used to think like, so why am I here? Why did it happen to him? You know, it could have just as easily been me or, you know, just the whole thing or whatever. And, you know, we all question the meaning of life, and, you know, I have no idea what the meaning of life is, but I do know that since I'm here and he is not, that I owe it upon myself to make as much of myself as I can be, to go as hard as I can, because a part of me actually, you know, felt a little guilty that, you know, this was my little brother. I couldn't protect him. You know, I couldn't be there for him. Like I said, I saw him right before, you know, it happened. So, you know, I had those kind of feelings. And so, you know, I was like, and even, you know, before he, you know, they got him ready for his burial. Like I saw him, you know what I'm saying, before all of that. And I remember just looking at him, and he lay there like he was sleeping. And I put my hand over his forehead because he, you know, got shot in the head or whatever and had a little hole. And I was just sitting there, and I remember, and I was like, you know what, bro, they'll never forget you. I said, they'll never forget you. I said, I'm gonna go so hard, I'm gonna have to live a life big enough for both of us. And whenever they see me, they'll remember you or whatever, you know, you live on. And, you know, that's one of my whys. That's one reason I go so hard. You know, a lot of people want to know, like, why you go so hard, you know, with the exercise and with whatever it is. It's like, for me, you know, this life is a battle, and it's like I got to win. So maybe internally, to keep me going, I got to find something to fight, you know what I'm saying, something to fight for. And, you know, if nothing else, I got his memory and everything, you know, because his life was cut short. So, you know, who am I to complain? So no matter what the situation is, no matter what the situation is with me, if I woke up today, I got a chance, I'm breathing. That's the first thing, I'm breathing. Second thing, I ain't in the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? So I'm breathing and I'm free, so what I'm gonna complain about? Even when I was young, my grandma used to be like, you're an able-bodied man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got your help, you gotta figure it out, you gotta do something. And that's what this whole life is about. And like for me, it, you know, it had to be extreme, like everything was extreme. You know, growing up in poverty, it was extreme. You know, not being there with my father, it was extreme, even with the fact that, you know, he had other people that he would acknowledge and wouldn't even acknowledge us, but that's a story for another day. But everything was so extreme that for me, it was like, all right, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just say, fuck it, I'm gonna quit, give up on life and just be a victim and say all of this right here happened to me and go through life just moping and crying for myself and have a pity party. Or I was like, you know what, I'm gonna win. That's what I said. Regardless, no matter what, I'm gonna win. No matter how much adversity, no matter what they throw at me, I'm gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop. And I look at it like this. You know, I used to always tell myself, look, my life is a movie. It's made for the big screen. So any setback that I encounter, I just look at it as another triumph. You know what I'm saying? That's another hurdle I had to go through, you know, to make, because think about it, if your life is just all good all the time, like that shit boring. You ain't never had to fight nothing. You ain't got no struggles or whatever. And all of that stuff teach you. And the thing about this here here is, this is what that hard knock thing is about. So you can't learn this in school. You got to actually be experienced, and you got to be out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people that live, that never experience anything. They just existing every day or whatever, breathing air. And I said, that's something I would not do. I had to really like get out in life and play the game. And it's not that I don't have fears and things like that. I just have to move forward in spite of those fears. And sometimes I get handicapped and I sit on the sideline and then I think about it. I think about bro, I think about him watching me, I think about everything, and I'm like, you know what, regardless, I gotta go, and I figure it out or whatever. And I will be honest with you, since I've been on this journey that I'm on now, it's the best thing ever. Like they say, you know, your gifts on the other side of your fears or whatever, and just me doing this, opening up myself, talking, you know, letting myself be vulnerable, giving myself to the world, my flaws and all of that. Doing all of that has actually empowered me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, look, this is just like I said earlier, we get one life, right? You're gonna live, you're gonna die. That's a fact. You can't get off of this earth without dying. So why play it safe? Why? Why not just go hard? What if you mess around and hit? You know what I'm saying? Then you win or whatever. But if you play it safe and you stay in that comfort zone, then nothing is ever gonna happen for you. You know what you're gonna get. You're gonna just live and you're gonna die. But why not write your name in history? Why not be like me? From a young no name to running the whole game. You know what I'm saying? That's the story I tell myself every day. You know, I had to come from the bottom, man, so I can show these people what time it is. So that's where I'm at now. And you know, my little brother, I wish he was here. I miss him like hell. And you know, I can't answer why that had to happen, why it had to happen to him. You know, he was an innocent, you know, young boy, 13 years old. And yeah, I don't know. I question it a lot, you know what I'm saying, right now to this day. But all I know is while I'm here, I gotta go hard and do what I do. I honestly feel like, you know, he's watching me and he look over me. And I know he like, look at bro, look how hard he's going, you know what I'm saying? He can hold his head high because he know he has empowered me, you know what I'm saying, to live my life. And if he was here and I didn't have that right there to push me, who knows what I would have did or how hard I would have went or whatever. But I'm here and it is what it is. So all I say to you is you got one life, go hard for you. 24/7, you know what I'm saying? Don't make no excuses. We all can make excuses. Life gonna happen to all of us, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. It's designed that way, you know what I mean, to test you. You say you want something and now the first bit of adversity, what, you gonna crumble? Nah, we gonna stand tall, you know what I'm saying? For real talk, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna face it head on. You know, I look at my little brother, man, you know, he sat across the table from his killer, dog, you know what I'm saying? Sat across the table from him, man, looking right at him, man. And I know him. I know him. I guarantee you, man, he told him, look, do what you gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. It ain't backing down. So, yeah, we ain't backing down from life. That's what it is. That's why I go so hard. The fuck can I back down? He didn't. You know what I'm saying? This is real life. Real talk. I hate it every day he ain't here. Shit heavy, man. Never get no lighter, dawg. No matter what. Never get no lighter. Never. Even right now, today is birthday, this far away. What my family doing? They calling. Why? It's a fucking void. You know what I'm saying? Every time we get together, it's a void in our fucking family. So no, it don't get no easier. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's our little brother. We think, what would he be doing if he was here? How would life be different? What would have happened and all of this and that right there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Out of all of this time, like honestly, out of all of these years, I ain't never really talked about that junk though. I can't. Even like right now, I can't think about it. I was just trying to fucking change the subject right now. You know what I'm saying? Because then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna question life. Why the fuck this shit happened? What's not fair? I'm gonna look at this dude. I'm gonna see he gonna be the fuck home one day. You know, at 55, you know what I said? That's part 2 for me, man. I be, you know, I'm in hell doing what I do. Come on, man, you still got life. But he don't. You know what I'm saying? You know, I look at my little girl, I was thinking, damn, she'll never even know her uncle, never even see her uncle, you know what I'm saying? She looks so much like him, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I look at her, you know, I have to look twice. I'm like, damn, Pooh, you in there, man? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? The type of stuff she do and what she pick up on and like the way she clean to me and the way we do, it's just like, yo, I'm telling you. We ain't slowing down and we ain't stopping. Let's live life, man. That's what we got. That's all we got. Let's make it happen. We got memories. Let's make them, let's make it count. And you don't know how much time you got. You know, the only thing you know is we all got an expiration date, man. So live it to the fullest and love it while you was alive, man. You know, if today was the last day, how would you go out, man? So do that every day, man. Get up and go hard for you. Live your life, man. Don't complain, don't make no excuses. Don't even give way to all of that. Focus on you and what you want out of life, man. And go get it.